Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 294.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why you should make investing your hobby. And you'll learn why it pays to make investing one of your hobbies so that you can have financial freedom. I've been talking recently about Thomas J. Stanley, author of the classic book, The Millionaire Next Door. And here's a quote from him that I thought was so perfect. He said, on average, millionaires spend significantly more hours per month studying and planning their future investment decisions, as well as managing their current investments, than high-income non-millionaires. This is so true, and I thought it's a good topic to podcast about because we've heard about people taking more time to plan their vacation than they do to plan where they're going to invest their money or what to do with their money or how to invest their 401k plan, money, etc. This seemed to be so perfect, and I thought I'd really like to get behind the idea that investing should be everyone's hobby because it makes so much sense. And when it became my hobby, of course, that's what got me to financial freedom. If I had never taken it on as a hobby and it had just been my work career, my job, which was in the financial services industry, but which I realized was going to take a very long time to move me toward my financial freedom goal. So for me, the huge difference was when I decided to take investing on really as my hobby and get up early in the morning and study it and read it and look at markets and make investments and, of course, read William J. O'Neill's book, How to Make Money in Stocks. So those things really became a big hobby for me. And I really haven't been a big hobby person most of my life. I grew up as a young person swimming a lot, and that was my hobby because I would swim before school, I would swim after school, I was on swim team, I was captain of my high school swim team, I was involved with the boys' swim team and judging diving sometimes. So I was very involved in swimming. Swimming was my life growing up, and I didn't really have a whole lot of other hobbies. So as I got into my adult life, then it was a matter of, okay, how do I want to spend my time? So I haven't been a big, huge hobby person, but I'll tell you, having investing being a hobby for me has been super fun. And I think once you make it a hobby, it can be fun. Well, I also noticed that when I hang out with multi-millionaire friends, the conversation is very different than when I hang out with non-multi-millionaire friends. And that's totally cool. But I just want to point out that people that are multimillionaires, they do focus a lot more about talking about investing. It has become a hobby for them. And being a hobby for them and for me and for all of us, we sort of like take our time and go do things that are involved with investing. I mentioned one podcast how we were in the Orange County area and we decided to go look at real estate. And we talked about real estate and we met realtors and we walked different properties, and it was just really interesting. But that's not necessarily something I would do with my friends who aren't multimillionaires, and that's perfectly fine. We might go to a concert or we might do something completely different. But I'm just saying that I have noticed that people that do have more money tend to have made it part of their life as a hobby and really focus on it and love it and have gotten to really enjoy it. So I think I would encourage everyone to make investing your hobby. Another thing I noticed was our conversation was about friends or things we've heard that are working in terms of generating more money. So we might have success stories that we share, like, oh, this friend of mine started selling widgets on Amazon and made $20 million, which I actually had that conversation with someone. Or this girl started a jeans makeup t-shirt line because of her Instagram following and made millions of dollars. Or I heard one of the early investors in Bitcoin now has over $100 million in their investment. These are the kinds of things that just come up in conversation, but it's interesting for us to talk about because it's, again, that money as a hobby and investing as a hobby idea that means that it's okay to talk about who's making money, and it's okay to talk about who's having financial success. Where are the pockets of creativity that are generating success for people? Where is the market changing? Where is technology changing? Where are people's tastes changing or demographics changing? All of that is interesting conversation. And that's part of the reason I do this podcast, because I can share that with you on the podcast and just talk about how are people building wealth? How do you build wealth? What is wealth really about? What does it mean? Where do people live that are wealthy? All of these things about building wealth that I just love, and I can share it with you. So, I hope you love it too. And I hope if you haven't yet made investing a hobby, that you will make investing a hobby, because I think that it's one hobby that certainly can benefit you financially over your entire lifetime. So having those conversations about success stories, focusing on what's possible, listening to what's happening, trends, just that whole conversation should become part of your vocabulary with your friends. And again, it's not that you have to become money crazy. It's not that you have to become so money centric and that money is the center of your life. Absolutely not. Many, many of my friends are very God centric, very, very spiritual, and as am I. And I feel like it's not that it's the focus, but it is a blessing that comes. And it's okay to talk about it because it is a hobby. It's just another thing that we enjoy. It's not something that we think is difficult. It's not something that we think is impossible. It's not something that we think is bad. It's a good thing that people are having success and being blessed. And I just think that everybody should have that as part of their conversation and feel okay with that. And if there is something in you that's resisting that, I would look at maybe a subconscious belief that you have in your mindset that might have come from your childhood or might have come from a bad experience or something. If you're feeling resistant to what I'm saying right now, I would just tune in and try to figure out what is it that's causing that resistance. Is it a belief you have about people that have money? Is it a belief you have about money being bad? Is it a belief about it being difficult? Or what is that? So I would just tune in if you're feeling resistant to what I'm saying. Tune in and try to figure out what it is that is causing that. What in your past or what in your subconscious is causing that feeling? Because I really feel that the focus on success and money has to come before the money shows up, because the money's in your thoughts and the money is from within. It's going to come from within whatever you create, whatever you believe, whatever you take action on. And that always comes back to being a thought first. So the thought is going to come before the money comes. So I always say a wealthy mindset is step one to wealth. I hope what I've shared with you is helpful in getting you to decide that one of your hobbies is going to be how to make more money. And whether that's investing in the stock market, whether that's investing in real estate, whether that's your own business, whatever that might be, it's up to you. And tune into your passion and something that really interests you so that you have that desire and that excitement about learning about that particular investment. So really tune into the part for you that you're really passionate about. But I would really encourage you to make investing your hobby, put it on your plate as something you enjoy, find that aspect that you can connect to as a passion, and you will find more money flowing your way and eventually the financial freedom you're looking for. Hey, have you heard about my summer giveaway I'm having through the end of September? I have 6 awesome prizes I'm giving away. 5 of my Wealthy Mindset Blueprint audio courses, where you can learn how millionaires think the right thoughts for wealth before it happens. And that's $197 value for each one. Or my wealth journal book. You can learn the 6 steps to wealth in depth that I created for you, and that's a $67 value. And here's all you need to do. Just leave Be Wealthy and Smart a review on iTunes or Stitcher Radio. If you're on Android, it would be Stitcher Radio. If you're on Apple, it would be iTunes. Just leave a review for me. Like my Facebook fan page. I'm at Linda P. Jones fan page on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Linda P. Jones. Super easy. And then just send me an email and let me know that you did it. My email address is lpjhome@gmail.com. If you've already connected with me on social media or already left a review for me, just do the other steps and then send me the email and let me know you've done it. And after that, everybody's name is going to be entered into a drawing at the end of September. And in early October, I'll have 6 names of the winners. And it's going to be super exciting. So go on over and connect with me on social media and leave me a review, please. And let's get your name entered into that drawing right away. If you haven't yet gotten my 11 quick financial tips to boost your wealth, go on over to my website at lindapjones.com and pick up my 11 quick financial tips anybody can do to get your net worth growing faster. And who doesn't want that? That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.